The fuck? Okay, you don't like the quality then? Nigga, you don't like, how about this quality?
Oh shit. Yeah, clip farmer, bro. Oh, he ended the stream. It's over. Damn. He clapped us out of there. Damn.
I was like, man, why even have a conversation with you? That'd be my big thing. If you'd be like, nigga, you cannot talk to me. You can't talk to my daughter. You can't mention that shit. You niggas go mention that shit over there. But guess what? You mention that shit over there, don't come back over here.
Yeah.
It's fine. Matter of fact, I can't tell you what the fuck to ever do to mention like Cardi. I can't tell him. I actually
Late night
can't.
yaps. He talking about late night yaps.
Actually, because my daughter and shit like tell the nigga, but niggas gonna do what they want. But do what you want. But the ramifications, you can't come back over here if you did that.
Yeah.
And I got just a preset, bro. He exposed. So in this interview, right? He exposed Jeff Vaughn. Jeff Vaughn signed Vaughn off.
I'm just talking to you, like not them,
yeah.
but like even like that controller analogy, like basically that happened to you over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, basically, like, cause I had like $5 million of Balenciaga. People thought they could come to the warehouse and take some. Even if they took pictures in it and shit, now they own it online.
Yep.
And shit. Like, and it's like, just because I got all this, if I trust you to be in my house and I'm paying for these like barista coffees, or you're in the Donda presence and you can like flex on people when you're like, oh, I work at Donda. I was part of Donda. It's like I was one of the designers or fit model, whatever. That should be enough. But nah, it gotta go extra. A motherfucker gotta like steal something, take something, you know, coercion behind your back and stuff. But that's just the nature of men. Also,
Nature of humanity.
That's why I tell myself, like, could I be more forgiving? Maybe in a different life, but that's not the king that I am. Like, yeah,
Not now.
Not now.
Some may say he's jealous. It's
We
like,
ain't got time to be forgiving and letting shit slide right now, bro. Cause niggas be running off with what they say, gentrification, bro. You see it, like, if you want to know what they do in the industries, think about terms like YN and UNC. That's like a mainstream version of what we all be talking about. Monopolizing the culture. Even people that enjoy hip-hop, enjoy the culture, fashion, you can't even enjoy it at your rawest format because some shit is always getting gentrified. That's why niggas like Wu-Tang blew up so crazy, because they was just they was just free.
You know, whatever the word is.
In my honest opinion,
Any wave that's free going
based on what you've been through,
this
I
the
think, like,
wave.
you've been
Y'all
too
tripping.
nice.
Exactly, that's my whole shit. That's why I be having because I want to give. You know why niggas be nice? Because giving sets off the highest dopamines and serotonins in your body.
Yeah.
They're saying the best feeling that you can actually get is to give.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
feeling that you get is to give. That's something. I don't know if AI ever gonna get to that point. These robots that Elon make. I don't know if they're ever gonna get.
It's
to that
impossible.
point.
How would a AI like have that? No, it's no way. If it gets to that point, bro. Well, you never know, like the development and shit like that. But like how something a man could, if it's something a man could create, can start feeling like that. That's crazy.
This feeling. You know, one thing, what I think to never give up on humanity is say like, yo, humanity. Like, damn, I had a way I wanted to word it. It was like something about, oh, I believe in humanity. What is the main thing that makes me believe in humanity? It's when you drive in your car, right? You basically got to trust that the 1,000, 100,000, 2,000 people, 100 or 500 people that drive by you are not going to cross over in that medium.
Mm-hmm.
True.
And that's every, Nas, can you sit back a little bit so I can see her? That you got to trust all these people, and that's humanity. If you are still alive, how many people have you ridden in a car with, or when someone drives you, but say you're driving a car, how many cars have passed you on your left side in your lifetime? any one of those cars could have taken your life.
Could have took you out of there.
And that's
Nah,
that's
for
an example
real.
of me believing in humanity. That's my example of like.
That's crazy.
A video of somebody helping like an old lady across the street. Because it'd be, here's some like obvious shit to say. Because you see, niggas getting shot at a gas station, or just like people on Twitter just watching people get shot in the head back to back to back to back to back. Like that is a available.
Bro, I was just hearing somebody talk. Myron Golden. Myron Golden was just talking about how, oh, this dude NBA YoungBoy. That's what's up. Not me, NBA YoungBoy. Bobby and Amir bought a McDonald's. That's what's up. Even though that food is terrible. But what I was gonna say? Oh, bro, by the time we become teenagers, bro, we didn't seen tens of thousands of people getting deleted on TV shows, like movies. Like all we see growing up is, and then it's like they make the killing more intricate. It's always been like so sensational the way they sensationalize like killing scenes. Even you go back to the 80s movies and all the movies. It's crazy. Hollywood, they they be on our mind.
It make you be like, okay, where is humanity?
Literally on our mind.
Then it desensitizes you as well, and then you go and start moving, doing things that, because you just seen things and normalize things that you're just not. Yeah.
How do we get past? How I get past my trauma? But how do we get past traumas in general? Here's another thing: is being self-centered and narcissism and self-centeredness the same thing?
I don't think so. I think in order for you to be an artist, you have to be a narcissist. I believe that all artists are. No, we was having this talk. All artists are narcissists. You have to literally be a narcissist to be an artist. You have to be so selfish, because that is how you make the art. There's no other way around it. You cannot be an artist without being a narcissist. That's just truly what I believe.
Yeah.
And self-centeredness is more so like, self-centeredness is the exact opposite of you. Like self-centeredness would be like, man, ain't nobody working on this but me. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I did that on Bully though.
So yeah, you was
really.
Yeah, that was.
We had writers. You had Quentin Miller, Don Tolliver, Ty Dolla.
I would skip ahead, but I don't know which. You'll miss something in these interviews.
With me, but I was really big on Bully. After the Vultures.
Just editing, gang. See me on my phone editing.
Too.
We in the AI
my
world.
First album that was not a #1 in my entire career. And who did they use to do that? Taylor Swift's artists. And this nigga I never heard of, Monty Littman or some.
Alright, we finna get into it now.
And then it's like people, well, I don't like this album, But the crazy thing is, there's crazy songs like Field Trip is on that album. Type shit like 530 is on the album. It was originally from Donna too. But afterwards, I was like, man, I'm just get on the ASR. I'm gonna chop up some shit myself. So I was really big when I did the album of not allowing other producers to work on the album. But like I work with other producers on Don. I'm working with other people on World War III. So I like that, bringing people in. But sometimes you gotta have like these quiet moments too, to just
reflect.
Express your exact thoughts. I be big on like, we're in the room, we were working the other day, and it's like different people in, and
the grind real, man. I'm trying to catch my glitch so I can innovate this industry and be a part of changing it. This whole like, cause bro, we in a time now where we can have an influence and you don't have to sign a damn record label and get pushed by big media. Now you always gonna be fighting big media and people that's getting funded by this corporation. But if you glitch the internet, you glitch the internet. You see what Playboy Max do. Even though all Shade Room and the academics, they all posting if some shit happen, you on stream, it posts everywhere. For example, a lot of times be negativity, but depending on how like real life it is, it should take off. Like for example, like if I go to LA, right, and I'm walking on the beach and then I run into somebody and I get it on stream, a clip of me talking to them about the industry or some shit like that, or like, how do I explain it? Like it's inventing. Like these conversations are being had now, bro. Just all I gotta say.
their
And folks
their
even
ideas
within the
is
industry is
so
speaking
off.
up.
Like when
you have to say the names and shit.
No, I'm not.
Just give an example and shit like that.
I ain't gonna say the names, but like when bro was in here, yeah, like it does throw it off. It's like when you told me like when we go to the office, don't mess with the clothes, like that throws it off. Like I'm supposed to be making music. It's like a lot of the times I would be in the office like messing with the clothes, thinking like I'm just like thinking like, but I can see how that messes up the vibe.
I like how you asked her. I'm gonna go ahead and give another version of the Virgil example or the explanation that I gave you earlier, where you were like, "Oh, I understand that." So what? So, cause it's so
Hit that like, man. Hit that like if y'all watching.
layers to unpack, and it is the most traumatizing thing that has happened to me, which is a win for the people who intended for it to happen, which is the French banks, right?
French banks.
So Yeezy season 1, the front row has, every amazing, influential celebrity possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like at this time, Drake and Puff had got into it, and it literally was a moment of confrontation because Drake was like, I have to come to the show, where Jay-Z had to stand in between Drake and Puff. But Puff is coming to the show, Drake is coming to the show. People are like, I am coming to see Yeezy season 1. Then it got 4 times the views of the Chanel fashion show, which was the highest viewed fashion show at that time. It was like the culmination. It showed there was a new power. Here comes a new power. And then the old power saw that and they were shook. So what they do, they got on Twitter and said, fuck Ye. Oh, hell no. They went and offered Ye a deal. Right? It's like Black Panthers run in, they give them jobs, right? And okay, Louis Vuitton,
She too skinny,
they got
man.
all the stores. It's embedded in nigga culture. I was known as the Louis Vuitton Don. So the head, the owner, richest man in the world, Bernard Arnault, offers me a deal. He sends his son in, Alexander Arnault, and he offers me this this deal to. It's the same thing they did with Rihanna. It's like, I'll just do a clothing line. Yeah.
Do a clothing line. Get finesse.
Negotiation. And the whole thing is you're like, oh, we're going to get, because niggas is not really thinking, like Sway was saying, like to just go to Italy, go to China. We don't know, we don't have the access to the factories or the information readily. Like our dads, our Napanard, I know. Like my dad wouldn't even want me to be in rap or clothing, So we're trying to figure it out. So we're thinking the best thing to do is like to be the face of a brand and then design. Like really, we're like, I want to design for Nike more than I want to design for Adidas than to be our own Nike.
Than our own Nike.
Because you say, Sway be like, oh, it used to be your own Adidas. Like, how? How, Sway? Like,
how, Sway?
And he didn't have that answer. That's a journey that I had to go on and gain and lose and be traumatized and go to the hospital and back.
You don't got the answer, Sway. I ain't gonna lie, Sway probably was trying to tell us that he was not trying to hear it that day, bro. He was not trying to hear it that day, bro. He's like, he said, I got my own clothing brand that it's not as successful as you, but it ain't Ralph though.
to be able to be
that whole interview like a boondock.
Like really figure out how to get it back in position. All right, so.
But it ain't Ralph though.
The idea, Virgil's the idea at this point, right? So we're working, we're together every day. And I'm fighting, Kanye, do you eat fish sticks? You know what I'm saying? I'm paying for the apartments where we staying at, paying for the hotels, paying for the flights. He's my assistant. You understand what I'm saying? And putting all the ideas in, his laptop. And we're going to these meetings. And one time we go to this Celine fashion show back when Phoebe Philo was at Celine. And she says, this girl, Anna Della Russo, this stylist, he's standing there, you know, like a foot behind me and a foot over me, like always. And Anna De La Russa says, be careful about him, he's gonna take your place. And I'm like, I ain't what, you know, I'm just thinking, it hit me, I listened, but I say, well, let's keep working, you know, this inertia, I'm gonna get to where we need to go. So let's go to Yeezy Fashion Show, you know, which is a big deal because I left Nike and Louis Vuitton was like, they're like on the same level in niggas' minds, right?
Yep. In all the niggas' minds, you gotta pay attention to how he be talking about this. He talk about Nike and Apple. Like a lot of people be, even me, like when I first started making content, you want to talk about these rappers and you want to talk about the actors and bro, these niggas are puppets for corporations, and we need to go toe to toe with these corporations, bro. Now I know that's tough. But the way you do that is the best way you do that is it's not going to Apple, and you can't physically destroy Apple. It's impossible. This is all mental warfare. We need to shift the energy to our own. That's why I'm gonna keep giving energy on this. People, the real know. The consumers, they just gonna follow the trend when they get. So let's just say we get it back right. They just gonna be back. Oh, we missed hip hop. We missed music. We missed laughing. So when you see Cat Williams, you see the Kanye's. All of this is innovation. But a lot of people is like just 2025. I'm here right now. They're not thinking in the future.
Adidas come out and boom, it's the biggest thing on the fucking planet. The 350, it's the first time you saw a 350 instead of the 950. It's a lot of people's favorite Yeezy. Bernard Arnault offers me a clothing deal right after that show because it's so big. So I go to Paris. I got butterflies. I'm sitting in a room with Heron Preston and Virgil. It might have been, I don't think Matt Williams was there at the time, but Matt Williams worked for me before at Donda. And I had the meeting with Bernard Arnault. He comes in the meeting for like, it's with Michael Burke, who brought me to Fendi. When I moved to Rome right before I did Dark Fantasy, so it was like 2011, because I kept on pausing music to do clothes. Clothing is a big dream of mine, but to do it at the level, not like the way I seen it before. Like I love Fat Farm, I love all that, but we wanted to do it Ralph level. We wanted to do it Louis Vuitton.
But it ain't Ralph though.
It just felt bigger. Like honestly, you know what it is. Yeah. So I go into this meeting. Bernardo knows that he comes for 5 minutes. I wanted to like do shit like we did in record label time, like get on the table and play Jesus Walks or something, like put together a presentation for him and shit. Like I worked so hard on the presentation. I gotta meet with the head of Louis Vuitton. I'm gonna do the presentation with it. I'm losing sleep. I'm gonna do the Louis Vuitton meeting. Oh my God, I'm doing the meeting. So then the meeting goes well. He said, yes, we're going to sign you to Louis Vuitton. We want to do the Kanye West line. So I'm like, and it's like, yo, for like a nigga to get this position, and I already got the position of like, just did Watch the Throne, like me and Jay-Z are best friends type shit, Drake's pulling up to the show, Puff's pulling up to the show, Rihanna's pulling up to the show, Justin Bieber pulling up to the show, so Jim Moore, the head of GQ at the time, pulling up to the show, so it's about to be, like for the king, I'm the king. Like Anna Wintour, like he's the king. I'm now I'm making a partnership where I'm gonna be able to bring back another level of product enjoyment and entertainment for my kingdom. This is my kingdom. Culture is my kingdom, meaning like before there was a Travis, Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick, this and that, me, Ye, Dark Fantasy too, but I was gonna say Graduation. I was all those things, including a Lil Wayne verse on my album type shit. You know what I'm saying? Including, exactly. You know what I mean? So some of y'all always feel like Don Toliver and T-Pain, it's like things that remind me that it reminds me of energy. Shout out to Soulja Boy, he just came in my brain for a second. Like Soulja Boy is like the top. Def if not the most important person
Soulja Boy.
in rap
Soulja
ever, like
Boy.
at least like
Thank
top
you.
5
Thank you.
most important
Thank you.
people in hip
Trap,
hop.
clip this.
Period. Like
Soulja Boy.
this shit right here,
Yeah.
YouTube, internet, blah blah, like that.
Soulja Boy.
Like,
Soulja Boy. They
He's
always
like-
leave him out.
Exactly. Well, I want niggas to mention Ye and Super Bowl.
Man.
You gotta mention Soulja.
And I ain't gonna lie, Soulja Boy, bro, he glitched. He was the first nigga to glitch the internet for real. Like, he glitched that shit. When I seen the thing where he was like, he took the Taylor Swift song and then titled it MP3 and the bitch instantly hit 1 million. I'm like, Sometimes it be on timing. It's just all on time. Because when you think about Soulja Boy and his virality, you think like he an industry plant or a bot or something, but he was just the first nigga to really just go viral on the internet. Not the first, but you know what I'm saying? Like, to build the out, man, bro, that's why I'm like, y'all, you need to build something right now, bro, because, bro, this shit crazy, man. You see, I got the first twist.
Boy, everybody
Yeah.
mention Soulja Boy. So back to think about Migos, Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
Type shit. You can just
Everybody came from Soulja Boy.
You gotta just.
They were sleeping at his house.
I like how will.i.am say, yo, there's certain people where if this person wasn't here, there'd be like 10 other people that wouldn't be there.
Yes.
There's like Trav because there's a Ye, Drake, you know what I mean? Certain.
Yep.
And then it's funny you get these combinations. You get with Drake, it's like
You get,
Wayne and me. You know what I'm saying? Because he's inspired by that.
then you got like a Young Thug where it's like a Chief Keef and a Kanye together. Like, you got all type of shit that just
Yeah,
mixing and like.
you know, so
Yeah.
you got a couple of these. Both of people have to get equal credit on these things. So that fucking Don Toliver song, I'm gonna have him just play a little bit, but station identification breakation.
Yeah. We ain't do the professional setup, just real raw. We going off the MacBook, so bear with us. They like the quality. I'm like, hey,
Nigga, fuck. Okay, you don't like the quality then? Nigga, you don't like, how about this quality?
Oh shit. Yeah, clip farmer, bro. Oh, he ended the stream. It's over. Damn. He clapped us out of there. Damn.